enough to deserve a result. But obviously our finishing wasn't as sharp as Portland's. They finished, on far less opportunities than what we had. Our finishing needed to be a little bit better. Maybe a little more fortune at times, like on the one from Dempsey that bounced off of, I think, Danzo's knee, went over the goal, ended up being their goal kick. But if it doesn't hit him in the knee, maybe it's the underside of the crossbar, and goes in. So those are opportunities. But the goal at the end of the game was very important for us, because it gives us the opportunity to go down there and win. I think, when you look at possession and you look at where the ball was on the field and who created more chance or whatever you want to look at, corner kicks, things like that, I think we showed that we could carry the game to them. So we just have to go down to Portland, carry the game to them, and score.
Was the flow of this game what you expected to see?
Yeah, I thought they tried to counter and play very direct and just try to spring counters, take advantage of their fresh legs over ours. And I think in certain times in the game or on the field, you could tell that, we were a little more fatigued, obviously because it was our third game. But, like I said to the guys just now, when we go to Portland, we're going to be sharp and we're going to be rested and we're not going to have heavy legs.
Is the assumption that Yedlin is potentially going to be healthy for, or is that something?
Yeah, he'll be ready. It was touch and go today. But he's a young player. I've never really seen him play injured, so you don't know how he could carry through. A guy like Leo who's played with a lot of pain, and as I said, 80% of the players wouldn't play if they had the pain that he had. But I know Leo knows how to manage his pain and play, and so he gave us a good 75, 80 minutes out there. With DeAndre, we weren't quite sure, but he'll be ready to go on Thursday.
What was the injury with Scott?
He right early in the game, he got hit in the ribs. Don't ask me how he got hit in the ribs. It wasn't a foul, but he got hit in the ribs, and then it just really tightened up on him. And in the second half, it felt tight, and he made a movement, and he felt something pop. So.
Tonight he created a bunch of chances, came close. It looked like he wasn't 100% still dealing with the shoulder, but just the effort he gave.
I think not only his shoulder, but also fitness. For him, he's played 3 games now in a week, and without a preseason. So a little bit of fatigue affects your sharpness. But again, I think the way we played our system, I think we created opportunities. We were in dangerous positions. At times, I think we have to be a little more dynamic in that final third. Just take that risk, hit that shot, not maybe go for it a little bit more.
How much is the goal by Alonso end up changing your mentality on the second leg?
It's an important goal because we're down by a goal. It's halftime of the game, and we feel confident we can go to Portland and win. Just as they came here and won, we feel very confident we can go there and win.
Morrow's house won numerous free kicks in the last 15 minutes and came in.
Yeah, Morrow did well for us. He came in. We felt we needed to add something a little bit if we could, and we knew we could also get him on some set pieces. So at first we brought him in centrally. He's just not very comfortable centrally. So then we shifted back into a 4-4-2 with him and Nagel on the flanks, so that he could attack on the flank a little bit more. But for us right now, is that the best system? Or is it better for us to stay in the diamond? That's something we have to look at.
Show breakdowns on the defensive
obviously on the second goal, there was a number of times where I thought we could have won the ball. We could have double-teamed the guy in the corner. We had a chance to win the ball. Jimmy Traore probably needs to stay on his feet there. I mean, if you're going to leave your feet in the box, you got to win the ball. He knows that. He's a veteran player. And on the first goal, early in the game, we gave too much space to Jewsbury. Adam Moffat was tucked in too far, as was Leo. And so Jewsbury got a number of touches. You saw in the second half that really disappeared. He didn't enter the game anymore. We corrected that. But so he got forward. Ryan Johnson makes a good near post run. We don't follow him all the way, and he gets the ball first.
What are the implications for the next one of losing Nagel, but I guess getting back was burning if you want
Yeah, and we got to see where Oba's at. Hopefully Oba will be able to play some in the next game. Obviously Lamar does a lot of work for us. Hasn't had production necessarily. He's gotten close and has been unlucky at times. But, for sure we're going to miss his work rate, but we'll figure it out.
On corners, talk about who's the decision that had them to take those, and is that something protecting him physically on corners, or just
No, Dempsey's been taking our corners for the last 3 games.
react
Huh?
to corners?
Yeah, I just didn't think we lined up well. I think we had chances to win the balls maybe at the near post. We didn't take advantage of that. Maybe not all the corners were hit as well as he would have liked. But he was the one. It was either him or Brad to hit the corners. He felt comfortable hitting them. He was unlucky on his free kick in the first half as well. So
How close is Dempsey getting to being at full fitness? Is that coming close now?
I think you're going to see a guy who's pretty close to fitness next Thursday. Because I think this was a hard week, and when you play 3 games, you certainly have built a lot of fitness. So we just got to give him a chance to recover, and I think you'll see a fully fit guy on Thursday.
Is there something particularly challenging about the first legs of the playoff series?
When the ball doesn't go in the net, yeah, it's challenging. It's not like you sit there and say, okay, are we tight in the first legs or whatever? I thought we came out. I thought we played. I thought they tried to, sit back and counter early on, and they had some success with that. But again, I thought we carried the game to them, and if we could have finished, there were. I don't know if there's anything. Obviously the free kick of Dempsey's in the first half. I think somebody had a header. That was a pretty good header, if I remember right, in the first half. But there were times where we were just right around the box, and that last pass just wasn't there. We gotta execute that. We got to be a little more deadly on that. But in terms of dominating the game territorially, being at the right part of the field, putting pressure on them, I thought we did a good job of that.
Was the feeling in the locker room like a home loss, or did that last goal kind of make it feel a little more upbeat?
Our feeling is we're down by a goal at halftime. That was a feeling in the locker room. That's what we're talking about. So we just got to go down there and play a good second half.
Do you have any update on EJ? I noticed he was limping there near the end of the second half.
I think he rolled his ankle maybe a little bit. He'd gone in with a sore ankle, but he should be all right.
Coach, there are a lot of questions about the 2-1 disadvantage. How much time during the week do you spend kind of mentally preparing the team for this possibility?
Don't know if I understand your question.
Yeah, how much time is spent just trying to keep the effective of the team focused on 180 minutes as opposed to taking a 1-goal loss in the first 90 minutes too hard?
They're not going to take it too hard. We know we got to go down to Portland and win. So it's no different. It's a one-off game. If you want to look at it that way, it's a one-off game that we got to win. If we win the game, if Portland comes out and says, okay, we're going to pack it in the back and just try and play for a tie, that's obviously something that Caleb Porter could choose to do.
Came away with a 1-0 loss down there when you were down there, but did you take away anything? Did you gain some confidence with the fact that you were able to create chances there and came pretty close to getting the point?
We lost 1-0, and I think we hit the crossbar 3 times. So, we feel confident we can go there and win.
What did you see in Showery this week to put him in that situation?
He's been healthier, so he's been training better. He was somebody that we had on the bench in case we just wanted to have a big option up front. He won the flick on the throw-in that set up the goal for Ozzy, so he gives us that. Unfortunately, sometimes it takes him, a few minutes to get into the game and into the rhythm of that game, which was, fairly end-to-end at that juncture, and we're changing systems again to put him into the game. So, but I thought, obviously he contributed on that goal, which was an extremely important moment for our team.
You have to say about him.
Thought it was okay. I don't think there was a whole lot he could do on the first goal, and I don't know if there's a whole lot he could do on the second goal once he turned on Jimmy. Outside of that, I thought he handled what he needed to do. His kicking was good, and he didn't have a ton to do beyond that.
Anything else?